my Charles theory videos. This one is Jason DiLaurentiis is Charles, and let's just get right on into it. Number one, the anger issues. I think that Jason is Charles because we've seen Jason lose his temper like a lot. Okay, honestly, I think I've sometimes been blinded by his hotness and I'm kind of overlooking like the angry outbursts, but it happens, and we know Charles is not very stable either. So that's why I think that Jason DiLaurentiis is Charles. Number two, the photographer thing. So we know that Charles/A has a thing for photography and taking pics of the girls and using that to harass them, but you may forget that our friend Jason, yeah, he also likes taking pictures and he also has his own equipment. So that's why I think that he is Charles. Number three, Mrs. D has his back. Now, I think this is probably the biggest clue that points to Jason being Charles, because we know whoever hit Allie in the head that night, they have to be close to Mrs. D. I mean, who else would she cover for unless it was her own family member? So that's why I pretty much definitely can say that I think that is a huge clue that Jason DiLaurentiis is Charles. Number four, the family relationship thing. So it seems like Jason resents the close relationship that Allie has with her father. And we know how much that A/Charles has tormented and harassed Allie. It looks like he's jealous of that relationship and wishes he had the same kind of relationship. So that's another reason why I think that Jason is Charles. Number five, the Aria thing. After someone tried to kill Aria on that Halloween train, she was able to stab someone. And how funny is it that it turns out Jason ends up having a cut on his ribs, which kind of looks like a stab wound, like directly after all this happened. That's a pretty big clue that Jason is Charles. Number six, he's a pretty little liar. Jason lied about going to rehab. We found out the place he claimed to have gone was closed. It had been closed for years. So why? Why did he lie? What was he hiding, and where was he for that long stretch of time? That's why I think Jason is Charles. Number seven. So Jason was the reason that his own sister was arrested for Mona's murder. If you remember, he told Tanner that he thought he saw her in that video from Mona's house from the night that she was supposedly murdered. Who turns in their own sister for murder? You know that Charles/A has an issue with Allie, and of course Jason seems to have the same types of issues. That's why I think Jason is Charles. Number eight, the elevator incident. So Jason was seriously injured in that elevator accident a few seasons back, and he ended up in the hospital, but why did he escape from the hospital? This guy obviously has some super secrets that he doesn't want us to know, and he's shady, just like A/Charles. And that's why I think he is Charles. Number nine, the Mona thing. This is something else that you may have forgotten, but Jason is friends with Mona, so much so that he's been kind to her and even comforted her when she was having issues. We know that Mona doesn't have a lot of people in her corner, and I personally believe that Mona is working with Charles, so it makes total sense to me that she would choose to work with someone who she respects and who she is friends with. So that's why I think that Jason is Charles. And number 10, another one that I feel pretty strongly about is that the twin theory is just pretty much a myth. What if there is no twin of Jason, no Jason's brother? And what if Jason's real name is Jason Charles DiLaurentiis? That's why I think that Jason, you guessed it, is Charles. So let me know what you think about my theories on why Jason is Charles. And if you're not sold on the idea that Jason is Charles, just put in the comments down below who you think is Charles. You also might want to check out my other Who is Charles videos, Ezra, WREN, and Lucas, which are linked down below, and leave comments on those as well, letting me know if you agree or disagree. And if you didn't know, I actually do a live Pretty Little Liars chat every Wednesday, 6 o'clock Eastern, right here on my channel. Be sure to join us. It's so much fun. We share our theories about the latest PLL news. We just had an awesome chat about the Season 6 promo. I would love to see you there next week. And remember to follow me on social media, because that's a great way to keep up with when my next videos are out and just to interact with me. I always talk to people all day long on Facebook and Instagram. and Twitter, so I would love to have you join me there. Those links are down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.